Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'm gonna recommend some movies and shows that I think you guys, if you guys are not easily creeped out, I think you guys are gonna want to watch. It shows that have to do with like diseases and pandemics and zombies. So if you're easily scared or triggered, do not watch any of these things that I'm gonna recommend because you will not be able to sleep at night. So the first thing that I'm gonna recommend is a show. This show, it came out on National Geographic like a couple years ago, and it's called The Hot Zone. This show is about the Ebola crisis that happened a few years ago. I think it's 2017 or 2007. I don't know. It happened a while ago, but it's very current, and what's like the events on the show is really like current to what's happening today. It's about the Ebola crisis and how people in the higher up government, they weren't taking it seriously. Like they didn't even want to admit that Ebola was like out there, and the government was in denial. And like they sent some monkeys over here to the US to be tested. Meanwhile, these monkeys were dying and the monkeys had Ebola. And like the main scientist, the one that she worked for, like the CDC army, whatever she was, like she was telling everyone, this is Ebola, we have to get on it. And the government was like, no, you're trying to start a mass panic. And like they were like really in denial, and they finally realized that it was Ebola. And like the show is like so good. It's only 7 episodes, but the acting is so good, is the directing is so good. It feels like you're watching a movie more than like just a regular show, because like National Geographic shows, they are like really well produced. So yeah, watch The Hot Zone. The next thing I'm gonna recommend, it's a film. This is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and it literally gave me nightmares. I think if I watch it today, it will definitely give me nightmares. It's called 28 Days or 28 Weeks Later, whichever one starts with the guy that he's like the one that's in London. Which I listen, watch both of them. It's about this disease that makes people like go crazy. And like it's like they're not zombies. They're not zombies because they're like, you don't die and then come back. It's like the disease gets into your blood, you turn like crazy. And you can call them zombies, whatever, but it's really a virus. A virus, like a virus, like the corona, like the Rona. I'm just kidding. Nah, but the movie is about this virus that spreads, and it starts like driving people crazy. Like they attack anybody, like they'll destroy them, kill them. And these people are fast as hell. Like me, I have asthma. If 27, 8, whatever days later happen, I'll be it'll be over for me because I can't run. Okay, so if you're easily scared and you don't like gore, then don't watch this show because it's no, don't watch this movie because it's really gory and scary as hell, and it's about a virus. My next recommendation is a show. It's called The Last Ship. It's about a Navy destroyer ship. That's what it's about. The Navy, they're on a ship. It's called the Nathan James. They're like on a mission. They've been away for like 3 months, and they have a doctor on board, a scientist on board, and she's out like in the Atlantic trying to find a cure for this disease that nobody on the ship even knows. Like nobody know why they have to take this doctor to the Atlantic. No, not to the Atlantic, to the Arctic. They don't know why. And then when this time, like when the 3 months are up, she's like, no, we can't go back, I haven't found what I needed. And they're like, oh, what are you talking about, we need to go home. And then they call back to the US, and like nobody answers. The president doesn't answer, the military doesn't answer. Like they don't know what's going on because they've been out at sea for the past 3 months. Meanwhile, back like on land, this disease that has killed like almost 85% of the population, and no, they didn't know anything. And like the disease is, it turns airborne, like coughing, you can get it. There's no cure like the Rona. There's no vaccine like the Rona. And it's just crazy because the people on the ship they have the doctor who knows how to make the cure, so they have to like go find it. People are like attacking the ship, and everybody on the ship, they have no contact with none of their family. It's crazy, and it's like really current. It feels like I'm watching something that can actually happen, because with today's times, we will never know. My next rec is a movie that, if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know. If you're easily scared or triggered, do not watch this movie. It's called Contagion. Basically, it's predicted what's happening right now. Everything that happened in that movie is what's happening. Like the virus, it came from bats, just like the Rona. It's, you can, if you get it, you can get it like by bodily fluids, like coughing, touching, like everything that happens in the movie is what we're being told is happening with the Rona. So watch this movie so you can get like the insider details about the Rona that the government is not telling you.